So while I got the rear wheel off, I thought I'd throw on some Jockey wheels. I got a friend of mine from way back when up in Jersey, ordered an extra set of Jockey wheels, thought of me, sent me a little eye candy for the bike. Everybody loves some eye candy, and what better than some nice anodized colors for your bike. So you got a blue bike, some blue anodized Jockey wheels. So today we're going to get in the install. I've already got my rear wheel removed on here. These have the 9mm quick release skewers. Nice, easy, loosen them up. Wheel drops down. You might have a through axle on yours. So just unscrew it, take it off. If you have a bolt on, 2 nuts, it drops down. Every bike's different, more or less. So figure out how your wheel comes off. You should already know this. It's normal bike maintenance. Get your rear wheel off, and then we can get into swapping out your Jockey wheels. My chain on here is filthy, so we're gonna have to deal with it. That's what the gloves are for. 3mm Allen wrench on mine. I'm gonna do this with the chain on. Some videos will have you do it with the chain off. I'm gonna do it with the chain on because I like to get extra greasy and dirty. Now your lower Jockey wheel, you're gonna access it from the outside here, whereas your other one, it's gonna be on the inside, which is the reason for taking the wheel off. Sure, you could probably go through the wheel and all that, but it's so easy to take the wheel off at that point. Why bother? You're just making more work for yourself. Now, these Jockey wheels come in all different sizes, so you're going to want to make sure you get the right size. And by size, I mean tooth count. You can't, it's not like changing sizes on your sprocket where you're like, oh, I'm going to improve the performance. I'm going to climb so much better. You know, I got those, 13 tooth Jockey wheels on my bike. It's going to be so much better climbing than with those 11 tooth. So, not going to work that way. Now with these, you see the teeth, they're starting to show some wear on them. I don't know if you can really see that with there. The teeth are starting to get a little worn over. I've seen some where there's virtually no teeth on them. So that's another reason for changing out your Jockey wheels, not just for eye candy purposes, but for functional purposes. Your bike will shift a lot smoother and a lot cleaner with good Jockey wheels on there. Now you want to make sure they're about the same size, same tooth count. Again, same tooth count is very important. These have nice sealed bearings in them. They roll nice and smooth. And you want to make sure you get your chain up and in there, of course, because what good would it be if you didn't get your chain in there? And if you follow my videos, on a previous video, you'll realize that this is not a chain with a master link. This is a more or less a permanently installed chain. I would have to break this with a chain tool, and I'm not willing to do that. So this is where we're at on this. We just want to snug it up, make sure it's not bound, make sure it moves. You want to check some end play on there, because you could have cross-threaded it. You want to make sure it's not cross-threaded, make sure it goes in easy. You're not trying to really, first couple turns really tight. That's wrong. You want it to start easy, go easy. And then this last one here, right on the inside. Again, this is a simple process. And this one's even easier because I don't even have to monkey with the chain. The chain should just lay right in there. Take the bolt. I'm going to pull the bolt on out. There she goes. She rolled on out. So yeah, you can see how these were quite sloppy on these end caps here. It's not really a bearing in there per se. It's more like a bushing. These new ones have bearings in them. So it's an upgrade for sure on this. This is a Sora derailleur. So it's not a super high-end derailleur on this bike. But, bushings. The teeth are starting to really get worn. These are sloppy on there. I mean, I can move this all around. So I'm going to see much better shifting on the rear of this bike. And it's going to look a lot better when it's doing it too. So I'm going to run that on in again. Now there are torque specs, so as you go up and you get into your fancy, super expensive derailleurs, yeah, or your rear mechs, as some people like to call them, you're going to want to maybe pay attention to your, torque specs and all. But good snug, that's all you really need. You don't need to, let me get the big 1/2 inch out. So they're all in there nice and snug, and they look pretty in there. So gosh darn it, I wish I cleaned this chain up first. So what we're going to do is I got my tires going on. That's going to be a future video. I got it half done. I got my new Jockey wheels on here. We're going to get this drive line cleaned up, and you'll be looking forward to this on some future videos. This eye candy here, but that's how you change your Jockey wheels. That's why you would want to change your Jockey wheels. So hey, while you're at this video, look down below for that little thumb icon. Click that thumbs up. Underneath that's a little bell icon. Have it that sucker, and subscribe to my channel too. Why not? You get notified every time if you follow up, and have fun. Keep riding.